Today marks just over 1 month with my Whippled S650 Mustang right behind me, and this thing is an absolute blast to drive. It is the 10-speed automatic, and I know a lot of you guys are like, oh, you should have got the manual. Manual is more fun. I do agree, manual is more fun. I've driven it a few times. I'm not very good at it, I'll admit. This is my daily driver, and I actually do daily drive the car. I know a lot of people on social media say, yeah, I daily drive it. Guys, I have 26,000 miles on the thing. I just crossed over 26K. And I drive it every day, rain or shine. I even drive it in the winter time sometimes if it's not bad out. This thing is an absolute rocket ship. It's literally like a race car after the Whipple. And you don't even know the Whipple's on there until you will get past like 3,000, 4,000 RPMs. It's pretty much a sleeper because nobody thinks you can tune these S650 Mustangs yet. Little do they know, after you line up with them and they see your back end on the highway, they'll know it's not a stock car because you got the Whipple under the hood. It is extremely fast. This thing dynoed 730 wheel horsepower with the Stage 1 Whipple kit. In this video, I'm gonna go over some things I don't like, some things that I like, my overall impressions, my final thoughts, daily drivability on the car, how it is, if it puts strain on the engine, and all types of stuff like that. We're gonna go over that in the video in depth because I have driven this car over 5,000 plus miles like I already mentioned. So enough talking, let's get into the details. We're gonna pop the hood and show you this beast of a supercharger on this Coyote right here. It is a 3.0 liter Whipple supercharger on top of the 5.0 Coyote, which is an absolute beast. Coyotes love boost, guys. Here it is. I did add the carbon fiber intake, which increased the whine. I did actually make a video if you wanted to check that out. I'll put it up here. I also did add this carbon fiber radiator cover. Adds aesthetics to the engine bay. I think it looks really good. Let me know what you guys think. But I also did color these badges red to paint match to the rest of the car, and then I added this UPR catch can. I highly recommend you get the UPR one. It's a little more pricey than the JNL, but the JNL, I just didn't like it that much, but that's for a different video, guys. This is the beast. It made 730 to the wheels. This is the Stage 1 kit, so you do get the GT500. I think it's a 91 or 92 millimeter throttle body. Got kids screaming outside. And it does come with the 3875 pulley. If you get the Stage 2, you get the 112 or 120 millimeter throttle body and a 3.7 pulley as well. And then you can pulley down from there. Off topic, I had a little kid just walk by and he said, oh, that's a Camaro. And his mom said, no, that's a GT, that's a Mustang. So, I mean, a lot of people do call these Camaros just because the back end is very similar, but that's totally off topic. I thought that was just kind of funny. I also do have long tube headers, and they are Bluetooth cats, no cats. I highly recommend you guys can kind of see them over there. But even with the Stage 1 Whipple, I highly recommend you either get long tube headers with no cats or high flow green cats. Why I say that is because even with the Stage 1, I've seen so many people melt their cats, or they blow out of the exhaust, or they can blow into your engine. It really just depends how lucky you are, but I highly recommend you get long tube headers with either high flow cats or no cats, because Whipples, they just melt the catalytic converters, the stock ones. But guys, we have so much to talk about. I have tons of modifications done to this car. I'm gonna, guys, give you a start up. This is a warm start, but it's still extremely loud. And this thing is just amazing. I mean, it's so loud. The car finally decided to idle down after like 30 seconds, and that was a warm start. I've already driven it a lot today, which is insane. This thing is super loud. The camera just does not do justice. But here is the Whipple. I mean, when you think supercharger, you think Whipple. They are so known in the supercharger industry. At least when I think supercharger, Whipple is the first that comes to mind. I know Roush is out there too, but we're talking about the Whipple on the S650 Mustang. I mean, Whipple makes superchargers for everything, from Gen 1 Mustang all the way to the latest generation, obviously. They make them for Mopars, they make them for Camaros, they make them for tons of cars. Whipple is known and they're trusted. So guys, we're gonna go over this stuff. We're out driving the Whippled S650 right now, avoiding some bumps there. But I mean, daily driving this car, like I stated earlier, you literally do not know there is a supercharger on the car. I mean, there's a little whine, there's a little like humming from the front of the engine bay, kind of like a little whistle humming, like the rotors and the supercharger just spinning. You can kind of hear that, but you don't know there's a supercharger until you get on the gas, until you're past like 4,000 RPM, until you get into boost, and it just hits you. Roll up the windows, and it literally just hits you. I mean, drivability in this car is insane, especially with the automatic transmission. It's just so smooth, so buttery. If you guys own an S550, I'm sure you have, I wouldn't say you have issues, but I'm sure you've noticed that the transmission has clunked every now and then when you're like coming to a stop or just occasionally. None of that in the S650, even when the car was stock. Ford really fine-tuned the 10-speed transmission in these S650 Mustangs, because I did own an S550 Mustang, and the transmission, it was iffy. It clunked coming to stops. It was just rough. It was not the best daily driver, and even though when you get an automatic for kind of daily driving, like I said, Ford really fine-tuned the Mustang. I mean, it shifts so fast. I'll do a little pull here after I get some room in Mexico. I'm just making it out to Mexico. But if you do plan on getting a Whipple and you do get one, you got to respect the car, even when the car's stock. I mean, 486 horsepower. I mean, that's a lot of horsepower, man, and you never know when the car will slip out. It's literally when you least expect it. I mean, sometimes I'm doing a corner, I'll press the gas too much and the back end will kick out, and I mean, it's kind of like a little drift, but usually the traction control catches that, which that brings up another thing. The traction control on these things with the Whipple is actually surprisingly very good. I'm on all season tires right now. Obviously not the best tire, but I think it's still pretty solid. It hooks up decently. Today is about 70 degrees. Hooks up pretty well, but the back end fishtails a little bit, and the traction control, when it's on, it catches it, and it's actually very, very solid. We'll throw it in sport mode here, turn it on Mexico Road, throw the exhaust in track mode, and I'll do like a second gear hit. I mean, the AT&T's over there doing work. I don't want to do it right next to them, but when we get past them, I mean, the transmission shifts so fast. I'll show you guys. It's crazy. I'm just super, super impressed with the 10-speed. With and before the Whipple tune, it's so much better than the S550s. I cannot stress that enough. I'm not gonna blow his eardrums out, but so we're in 6th gear right now. I mean, look how fast this thing shifts. This road is not that good. I shouldn't have done that. Man, this thing just pulls and pulls and pulls. It's absolutely insane. That road is a little sketchy right there. That's what I'm saying, guys. The traction control with the Whipple is it's phenomenal. It catches it, it's good. It really didn't even spin over there that much, which I'm actually highly impressed. We'll come to a stop. I mean, this thing screams. I mean, it's literally, it's so loud. It sounds so good. I mean, the transmission's super, super responsive. Super, super happy with the transmission tuning aspect, even though you can't tune these cars supposedly, but Whipple has access to it, whatever you want to call it. Tune, calibration, whatever you want to call it. Overall, transmission, daily drivability is phenomenal. So the next thing we'll go to is gas mileage. I get about 13 miles per gallon. I do a lot of stop and go traffic. Occasionally we'll get on the highway, and actually when I went to Tennessee, I got 21 miles per gallon going to Tennessee, all highway. Stop and go traffic, I get about 13 miles a gallon, and then when you do pulls, that drastically drops. Like I just filled up today, full tank, I got 230 miles after about 40 miles highway driving earlier today. But when I'm usually stop and go traffic, I'll only get about 180 miles per tank. So you do get a drastically different gas mileage, but you should expect that with a big fat 3.0 liter Whipple supercharger on top of your 5.0 Coyote. That's just what you're going to expect, but you still get decent gas mileage with the Whipple. I mean, 21 miles per gallon going all the way down to Tennessee. Holy cow, when did they add all this gravel? Holy rock chips. But guys, 21 miles per gallon, come on, you guys cannot beat that on a supercharged stage 1 kit just thrown on top of a stock Coyote. It's insane. I mean, I think that's crazy. Talking about drivability, right? I mean, we're just cruising right now, 49 miles an hour. Throw it in quiet mode. Look at the difference. We'll throw it in track. I mean, if you get annoyed at that loud exhaust, just throw it in quiet, throw it in normal mode, and you got yourself a calm daily driver, and you wouldn't even know it. But then when you want to get loud on the back roads, throw it in track, throw it in sport mode, and you got a race car at your fingertips pretty much. 2 buttons and you're in race car mode, 2 other buttons, you're a normal driving, daily driver, traffic. Found a nice calm road in Mexico, threw it in sport mode, put in track exhaust. Like I said, 2 clicks of a button and now you're in race car mode. We'll roll into it, show you how fast this transmission shifts. Just do a little 3rd gear pull. I mean, guys, that transmission, as soon as you press the button, you're already in the next gear, and it's just gear after gear after gear. I know the 10-speed has a lot of gears, and it just rolls those gears. I mean, in sport mode, the shifts are just so crispy. They're so just, I can't get it. I don't know. I don't have words to explain, but they're just so crispy, and it honestly just sounds super, super good when those gears shift. I mean, rolling through the gears, it's just, I mean, not rolling through the gears like a manual, but rolling through them in the automatic, it's just, it's a blast. The 10-speed is still a fantastic car. It's super, super nice. You still can have a blast with the automatic transmission. I don't know why people say it's not a fun car. Obviously, manual is a little more fun. You're more connected to the vehicle, but guys, with the 10-speed, you still can have a fantastic time. I promise you. One thing I would recommend if you're looking to get an S650, if you don't have one already, I'd recommend you do get the performance package. Now, why I say that is because you get 3 different extra cooling things than a non-performance pack like mine. You get the extra oil cooler, you get a bigger radiator, excuse me, and then you also get a auxiliary transmission cooler, an extra transmission cooler. Now, on the non-performance pack vehicles, you don't have any of those things. I added the oil cooler, and I might end up adding a bigger radiator, but we'll see. That's up for debate right now. I'm not really sure. Those alone will help obviously cool the car way more than a non-performance pack vehicle. Like right now, my oil temp, it's inferred oil temp. There's no actually oil temp sensor. It's 217, transmission is 206. Now the oil temp's 215. So the transmission temperature is actually legit. There's a sensor, so 206 is not too bad. Usually when it gets up to like 210, 215, I kind of lighten down the load. I don't mess around as much, kind of let it cool down. Only downside with getting a performance pack is you get the 355 gears. Now those are good for NA, but when you get into boost, 315 gears are better. And why the 315 gears are better is because they're longer, they'll give you more RPM range, and then also if you're going down the drag strip, you will not hit 7th gear. 7th gear is a weak link in these 10-speed transmissions. You do not want to be going full throttle, wide open throttle, and getting into 7th gear. It's just a weak link. I mean, if you do once or twice on accident, you're fine. But if you keep doing it, it's just gonna deteriorate those clutches. Those clutches in 7th gear are not the best. So 315 gears prevents you going into 7th gear at wide open throttle. Now, talking about price and the price point of the Whipple supercharger, the price everywhere is usually $9,200, $9,500 if you get the stage 1 kit. The stage 2 kit, you do get the stage 2 kits, I think $9,995, $9,995. Now if you go to some third parties, you are able to get a little bit of a discount. I bought mine from Beefcake Racing. He did offer me a 10% discount, so we did get a pretty dang good deal on the supercharger, under $9,000. And then you do get good instructions for install. I just went to a shop and had them install it. They did a great job, and I paid about $1,500 for install and a dyno session before and after. Before, it made $420 to the wheels with the long tube headers. After, it made $730 to the wheels with the long tube headers still, obviously. So pretty big difference there. Is it worth that price? Personally, I think it's worth the price, especially that I got. I mean, a few $1,000 more. I think it's worth the price either way. It's a huge upgrade. It's a very, very noticeable amount of power. Absolute night and day difference when you get on the throttle. When you're just cruising around town, like I said, you don't even know the supercharger's on the car. But night and day difference when you're on the throttle. I mean, you're picking up 3 to 400 wheel horsepower, especially just with the stage 1 kit, which is insane. I mean, I personally think it is worth it. Getting a little hot in here. We'll turn on the AC, roll down the windows a little bit in my 700 plus horsepower race car. Got the AC, works perfectly. Can't beat it, guys. You literally cannot beat this Whipple setup. It's super, it's a little loud outside. We'll roll the windows up, but we do got the AC on. Ice cold AC, guys. I mean, you can't beat it. I'm telling you guys, you cannot beat it. Throw on the Whipple, you have a nice daily driver, and you do have ice cold air conditioning, 700 plus wheel horsepower, and that's wheel. You're making like 850 crank, maybe a little bit more. I mean, Ford advertises 810 crank. I seriously can't beat it. I think it's 110% worth it. I have zero regrets. I know I said I'll tell you some things I don't like. I've been kind of thinking, I've been struggling to find something I don't like about this Whipple kit. I like everything. I've had no problems with it. It's fantastic for daily driving. You still get pretty good gas mileage, 21 miles per gallon on the highway. Come on, you cannot beat that. I was getting 350 miles to a tank. And cruising around town, 13 miles a gallon. Proved to be reliable, guys. People are making 950 horsepower. Stock engine, just thrown on, stage 2, pulley down to 3.2 pulley, throw some E30 in the tank. You're making 900 plus horsepower on a stock engine. What other car can do that? Somebody tell me, because please, I'm stumped. I'm actually stumped. I can't think of another car where you can throw a supercharger kit for under $10,000 and make 400 horsepower without doing anything to the fuel system. No pistons, no cams, no oil pump gears, no rods, nothing. Just throwing on the kit and throwing it right on the dyno, because that's what the shop did. Threw on the kit, threw it on the dyno, and it made 400 extra wheel horsepower. I mean, I don't know. Tell me, guys, tell me something that you can do. Camaro, you have to do stuff to the engine. You have to open up the motor. Scat packs, they hate boost. Throw 5 pounds of boost on a scat pack, it's gonna bust, it's gonna blow up. Coyote, this thing pushes 11.5 pounds of boost on the stage 1 kit on the 3.875 pulley that I have right now. It's like I just want to do a pull every chance I get, but you just can't. You gotta hold back, you gotta resist a little bit, because you, like I said, you have to respect the car, and you gotta know when it's the right time and when it's not the right time to do stupid things. There's my final 1 month overview and impressions on the Whippled S650. Do I recommend you get one? I 110% recommend when the car's hot. It's kind of popping the exhaust right now. It's worth every single penny. It's reliable, it's fun to drive, it's great daily driver. That was the third one. And I mean, it's just super fun. It's the adrenaline rush when you're driving. It's awesome once you get into peak boost. It's just fun, and there's still so much more potential you can do with the Whipple. I mean, you can upgrade to the stage 2 kit, pulley down, E30, octane booster. It just never ends. But I like where it is right now. It's perfect for streetable driving. I think 730 wheel horsepower is the perfect amount for the street, because otherwise you just blow the tires off and you wouldn't even be able to get the full power to the ground. And I'm also on all season tires right now that are about to be bald. They're like 32 seconds of a tread life left. I just checked the other day. Those will be bald by the summer, I'm sure. Let me know what you guys think. Is the kit worth it? Is it not? What are your views? Do you even like that 650? But if you stay till the end of the video, I appreciate you. Drop a comment down below. And yeah, see you in the next one.